Hello, L. Welcome to another episode of The Sovereign Goat Man, unedited, uncut, and straight from the heart. So, I'm in the freedom cave, as you can see, so we're going to talk about freedoms. Freedom is very abstract, obviously I understand what it is, I know what it is, I embrace it, I love it, but the engineer side in me wants to be able to showcase what it is in a way that the viewer can visualize it and hopefully understand it. And also the weightlifting coach in me, wants to be able to explain it to the viewer in simple terms so that they could also understand it. So hopefully in this video, I will be able to present to you a visual of what it is and explain to you in a way that you could understand it. So first things first, most important thing to understand really is this saying that freedom isn't free. That's really not true. That's not even bullshit, that's goat shit, to be honest with you, because freedoms are free. Yes, you heard that right. Freedoms are free. And you know why? Because they come from God. And if you don't believe in God, it's okay. I'm not here to push my Christian beliefs, because freedoms are also natural. So English is only my third language, and when I read the Constitution and the Bill of Rights and the Declaration of Independence, I as an immigrant, even understood what the Founding Fathers were saying as far as freedoms being free. When you read the Declaration, it uses the term creator with a capital C, referring to God. But the Founding Fathers were also smart enough to understand that not all people embrace some sort of belief in a spiritual power. They also respected the fact that some people were not Christians. So they also used the term natural rights in the Declaration. So either way, whether you're a Christian or non-Christian, it doesn't matter when it comes to freedom, because freedoms are free. So having said that, government is not the source of freedom. So if anybody believes that government is the source of freedom, that person is basically brain dead, brainwashed, and a dumbass. Governments cannot and will never provide freedom. Governments can only steal. That's what they do. So imagine if you're a prisoner and you're taking a shower in prison, this scary dude named Bubba comes up to you and he forcefully bends you over. That's what governments are. That's what they do. You know, I think the other day I explained to you how I was taking a shower at the gym, and then I dropped the soap and I turned around, before I picked it up to make sure government wasn't behind me. So thankfully I'm Asian, and instead of me bending over, I sort of Asian squatted to pick up the soap. I'm looking back at like looking up for government. Hey, make sure he's not back there. But that's what they do. That's what it is. So before I run out of time, like the other video the other day, all right, here we go. Freedoms. Freedoms, we can put them in three buckets. Political freedom, economic freedom, spiritual freedom. You have a visual now? Political freedom, economic freedom, spiritual freedom. Political freedom, what does that mean? It's in the First Amendment. Free speech. You should be able to say whatever the hell you want without the fear of government going after you. What are we seeing now in the US? You see YouTube, you see Facebook, you see the truth tellers getting censored and banned. In the year 2022, for example, I was banned in Facebook 8 months out of the year. But that's okay, I'm not butthurt or anything, because I'm okay with that. I expected that. So without political freedom, you're not really free. Make sense? Cool. Economic freedom. What does that mean? Imagine you have $100 today, you go shopping. What can you get with that $100? Imagine, look back 5 years ago, you have $100. What could you have gotten with $100 5 years ago? And the answer is, you were able to purchase more stuff back then. You had more freedom of choice to buy whatever you want, a lot more stuff versus what you have limited today. So economic freedom really is the power of your money and the right for you to have a lot of choices. Whatever you want to buy, steak instead of bugs. You want to buy eggs instead of vegan shit, right? Economic freedom. Taxation is theft. You know the battle cry of the libertarian movement. What are we seeing today? I just made a video the other day as far as hyperinflation being the goal of the elites. I don't want to say elite because they're not elite. They're leeches. They're satanic. Hyperinflation being the goal of the criminal, evil people in suits. What else? Spiritual freedom. As Christians, we always get picked on. But here's the thing. Spiritual freedom, you should be able to worship whoever you want. And it doesn't matter whether you're a Christian or a Jew, an atheist. That should not matter. The biggest mistake that Christians do, in my opinion, the statist Christians do, in my opinion, is when they go to government and they say, hey, government, protect Christianity. No. You don't need to do that. If you really believe in God, you don't need criminals in suit and government to protect you. Just worship Jesus. That's it. That's spiritual freedom right there. And if you're not Christian, that's okay too. Because if Christians go to the government and say, hey, protect me and my right to worship Jesus, whatever the government can make legalized, they can also make illegal. And whatever they can illegalize, they can also make legal. Do you see what I'm saying? It becomes a matter of stupid laws that protect one class but hurt the others. It's kind of like affirmative action. It protects a certain group of people, but it hurt others. So, am I running out of time here? Son of a bitch, man. All right, so protect political freedom, economic freedom, and spiritual freedom. These are the three buckets of freedom. Without, I am the sovereign goat man.